Mm.
Okay, now we're ready.
Now,
Okay. Instead of coffee today,
yeah, we're getting a little warm. There'll be coffee later.
it's a little warm out there, but that's what we're doing. Oh, I forgot to drink. All right. So today I thought, hey Google, I thought we would talk about, and it's something that came up on one of the groups that I'm kind of belong to online. And the question that was brought up was about scheduling in time to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking throughout the day as I was kind of going about doing stuff about that very thing and how, how we have become so scheduled with everything in our lives. And I understand that because we're busy and we're doing stuff. But what made me think about was a couple things. One is that we shouldn't have to schedule that in, taking care of ourselves, whether it's diet or exercise, or for women, getting your hair done or getting your eyebrows done, something that's going to make you feel good, that you know that's going to make you feel good. That we shouldn't have to schedule that in, but just that it's an automatic thing that we do or should do for ourselves. When our kids were little, we have 4 kids. So when our kids were little, it was really easy to get on the mommy train, and you know what I mean, yeah, and get so consumed and so focused on taking care of them and making sure that their needs were met, and kind of putting myself and my needs on the back burner. And what ended up happening was I would get tired, I'd get frustrated, cranky, I would lose my patience more.
You did it a couple times.
Yep, quite a bit. And then I got resentful. And it's not that I didn't love you or the kids or the house or doing those things and taking care of you guys, but that it got to the point where I was like, well, what about me? Where do I fit in all of this? And it was because I didn't make myself a priority. And not that that's selfish or self-centered, it was just that
Well, there's different times. There's different seasons, and that season,
Right.
when you're raising up kids, you've got kids, you don't have a lot of time,
Right.
and so you deal with that. But the thing is, kind of going back to exercise and scheduling. We do the things that we want to do. We find time for the things that we want to do. I remember Stephen King had written something way back when I used to read a lot of Stephen King, and he said, people come up to him and, I always wanted to write a novel. And his answer was like, well, then do it. Don't tell me about how if you really want to do something, you will do it. Otherwise, you're just blowing smoke. For years when I did smoke, for instance, I want to quit. Well, I didn't really want to quit, because if I wanted to quit, I would have.
Yeah.
And finally a day came when I did want to quit, and guess what?
You did.
I did. With diet, with exercise, with everything else. If you want to do it, you will. You just have to kind of sometimes get it into the day, and
routine,
rather
or habit.
it's habit. I mean, the big thing is habit, and usually I think the mistake people make with diet, especially, but I think with exercise as well, is you cut something out of your day to put exercise into it, and then you miss what you cut out, and you feel resentful because
Right.
you don't get that anymore. And some great advice I think you told me, heard it from somewhere, about diet was, don't cut anything out of your diet when you're changing. Add something to it. Add something green. Add some veggies, and get that in. And the other stuff will go down as your need for it goes away. And you won't mind it because you like the new stuff you put in. I think it's the same with exercise. Don't take anything out of your day. Just put some in. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes. Get something in there, and if you're a morning person, do it in the morning, afternoon. I like exercising.
Whatever time works for you.
Yeah, I like doing it in the evening. I can, and I have gotten up and continue to try in the morning. I'm just not a morning person.
I remember
So-
when I taught
Good.
aerobics. You're talking about that time. When I taught aerobics, I had morning classes, which I hated to do. I mean, it's not that I hated them or being there, but I hated.
You're not. Yeah, we're not morning people.
We're not
We don't
morning
like
people.
we don't like anything in the morning except coffee, and that's all we.
Yeah.
So
And-
no, but it's
But the majority of the people who were
It's
there
hard.
didn't like getting up either. But they were there because that was the time that they could
So
carve out. We were not a
everybody's grumpy.
happy bunch, but we were, yeah. But I found that the energy, the vibe, was more in the evening classes because people were ready to work out, and it was a lot more fun to have that class than it was in the morning. So.
I think it depends on personality and everything.
Yeah, but finding the time that works for you and that you like, and that's gonna, because a lot of people, there's a lot of advice going out there. Experts, gurus who say the best time to work out is in the morning, or the best time to work out is, and you know, all this stuff that goes out. And I think the best time to work out is when it's the best time for you to work out.
But you got to do, and as far as finding the time, just go through your day. And we did this when I quit smoking. We for the week prior, we kept track of when we smoked and how much and when, just so that we could see during
Not
the day.
But you're
We
you
is
had a
the group,
support group.
that little support group, and so that we could see, like, what times of the day would be the most difficult for us, and when we smoked the most, and get through. For me, it was from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. There really was no lull. It was just continuous.
Because you had a schedule. You'd get up in the morning, you'd come
And I
down
smoked,
here,
and it just
and you'd
everything
have a
went through.
cigarette.
But it wasn't like some people. They don't smoke that much at work, and it's when in the evening. But find the time of day when you're wasting time, or you could be using time more productively. Are you watching TV? Are you just, is it remote control? Click, click, click. Are you doing a lot of tweets? Just clicking websites on the internet. I mean, you probably have a lot of wasted time during your day, and that's the time you want to put something new in, where you take a little bit of that out, put something new in.
Yeah, here we
And
have
then
all
you
these
like it.
gizmos and gadgets that are supposed to make our life so much better.
And
so
save
much
us time.
easier, save
And
us
nobody's got time.
And nobody has time.
Yeah.
You know why? Where are we spending our time?
With these gadgets that are supposed
With
to be
these
saved.
gadgets that we're like, "Ah, we don't do work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, true that. So, anyway.
So there you go, without being preachy. That's what we found. That's what I found anyway.
Yeah.
Don't take something out to put something else in first, and get it to be habit. Get it to be your attitude towards it. If you bring something in and you tell yourself you're going to hate it, you're going to hate it,
Yeah.
and that just means you don't want to do it. So and recognize that you may not be at a point yet where you want to do something, whether it's changing.
Yeah.
But keep it in your mind. Eventually
And come
you
back
will.
to it and try
Eventually
again.
you will. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
There you go.
good.
And don't stop trying. That's the thing, because eventually you can change your diet, your exercise, your life, your.
And it won't become
Whatever
a
it
schedule
is.
or feel like that's something that you have to schedule in, but it's something that you really want to do because the end result is.
And that's the thing. You really want to do it. Otherwise, you'll resent it, and then every day it'll be like.
And it's
And it shouldn't be something. It's cool. When you're doing it right, you'll like it.
Yeah.
So.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Great results, right?
Cool. Yeah.
I love it. All right. That's it.
Ah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding.
Mazel tov.
Yeah. Awesome,
Cut that-
baby.
Yeah. That was good. Probably a little long, but yeah.
No, never too long. It's all good.
Wait, let me get that last one.